Let me know, let me know.
So you want to brush your brows in the direction that your hair naturally grows. Doing this will play a key part in determining where you need to fill in your brows.
When I feel what I feel, sometimes it's hard to tell you so. You may not be
So I'm using the brow color Soft Black.
what you think you know. There are times when I find you wanna keep yourself from me. When I don't have the strength, I'm just a mirror of what I see. But at your best, you are love. You're a positive, motivating force within my life. Should you ever feel the need to wonder why, let me know, let me Let me know when you feel what you feel. Hard for me to understand. So many things have taken place before this love affair began. But if you feel like I feel, confusion can give way to doubt. For there are times when I fall short.
So since this is a natural look, you want to fill in literally just where you see missing hairs or where you see like a spot in your brows where it looks very sparse. You do not have to fill in the entire brow. It gives you a really dark, unnatural looking brown, and that isn't, ideal for the natural look, in my opinion. So now I'm going to use Pro Filter Concealer in the color 310. So this color is actually too light for me, and it has a very cool undertone. So it looks even more light than it really is. So I'm going to show you what to do if you have a concealer that's too light for you. You still can use it, but there's a few things that I feel like you need to know as a makeup artist.
Should you ever feel the need to wonder why, let me know, let me know. Let me know, let me know, let me know.
So you want to just take your time and line your brows as neatly and evenly as possible. Now, my brows are not waxed, so it took me a little bit longer to get them to the shape that I want. So if you're starting off with brows that are not waxed and are like pretty full, if that makes sense, take your time, number one. And number two, understand that nobody's brows are symmetrical or even. The average person isn't. So when you're doing your brows, you just always want to watch and just see, like, okay, this brow looks a little bit different, this brow, and just make adjustments off watching. So take your time, do not rush it, because the brows are one of the most important things on the makeup look. So you want to take your time. So you're going to see me adjusting my brows a couple different times, and I want everyone to remember that. Okay, sis, now you looking light as hell, but we gonna get through this. I'm gonna show you guys what to do if your concealer is too light for your skin complexion. If you don't have a different color concealer, or if you just don't want to, waste time to go back over it, there's still things that you can do to tone it down. So if you guys notice, I went in around the beginning of my brow and I evened them out by basically creating a similar shape on each side. So that's important to remember. So now I'm going to take my setting powder and I'm going to apply it directly over the concealer. Now this concealer and setting powder is actually the same level, it's just different undertones. So the concealer has a cool undertone and then the setting powder has a warm undertone. And as you can see, like, it's a complete difference on how it looks on your skin. So sometimes when you're a makeup artist, you really have to understand the science behind the product you're using. So that looks 10 times better. So now I'm using foundation color 420. And if you guys notice something while you're doing your makeup and you notice this isn't symmetrical, because that's the most important thing about anything you do, it needs to be symmetrical and balanced. So after a step, if you notice that it isn't symmetrical, it isn't balanced, then most likely it's going to make your makeup look off or just not be flawless and perfect. So this foundation was applying very smoothly and hydrating. I definitely like it. If you notice, I just swiped the middle of my brows, and then both sides have a little bit of foundation on them. I did this intentionally because once I blend it in and blend the foundation and blend between my brows, it will give it a very subtle, natural look. And that's another important step in the natural look.
There's no reason why we should be apart. Oh, baby. 'Cause searching for something not there.
So I take the back of my eyebrow comb and just pick at it until the foundation is smooth, so that way I'm not messing up the shape of the brow. So since this concealer is not my correct tone, I'm only applying a little bit. And since this is a natural look, I can get away with this. Make sure everything is balanced and symmetrical. When you're doing makeup, it's not just rubbing concealer in triangles. Go with your face shape, the natural face shape, not what you want to do. What is your natural face shape? Since everyone has different face shapes, different face structures, and different facial features like eye shape, cheekbones, and the nose, you need to highlight and contour custom to you or the client. Get to know your face shape and your client's face shape. Everyone's contour and highlight is not going to be the same, and it will completely mess up the makeup look if you highlight or contour wrongly, because this person will no longer look like their natural self. So here you're going to see that when I contour, the lines are not going to be symmetrical, but the lines do go with my facial shape and the structure of my face. Partially, I think this is because everyone has a good side and a bad side. So the bad side is going to be less symmetrical than your good side. That is how you know what is your good side and what is your bad side. Now, if you're doing a photo shoot or you're doing something where you're going to be on film, you're going to do something called corrective makeup, where you will try to make your face as symmetrical as possible. That is not the same as a natural look or a natural face. A natural face goes with the natural lines of the face. Corrective makeup tries to make your face as oval and symmetrical as possible. Those are the differences, and everyone should know that because it plays a key role in your makeup. So you want to blend out any lines that you still see in your face. Anything that looks very harsh or looks unnatural, you need to just blend it a little bit more and you're good to go. Yes, girl. Looks just like skin. So thanks for watching, guys. And this is my natural, everyday go-to look.